Hello, amazing audience. You're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Symbiat. Please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and also turning on post notifications so you can get notified as soon as I post my content. So today's video is going to be about the making of this meat pie, still on catering 101. Let's get right in, guys. Okay, so the ingredients I'm going to be using include baking flour, carrot and cabbage from a coleslaw made the previous day, margarine, one large egg, baking powder, milk flavor, and nutmeg, another flavor. And then we have diced onions, thyme, salt, seasoning powder, and curry. And then I also make a paste of baking flour, then as well as the grounded beef. Okay, so the first thing first is to prepare the fillings of the pie. So I added vegetable oil into a dry hot pan and on low heat, guys, and then I added onions. Do you hear the sizzling sound? Oh, bake up life. Okay, so after that I added the grounded beef. So I just got beef, normally washed it and then grounded it with food processor, and then I added it to this. After that, I allowed this to steam, or should I call it stir fry? Yeah, kind of stir fried it for about seven minutes thereabouts. For about 7 minutes. So you're going to see the change in color. It goes from the reddish brown to this pale brown. I don't know what the color is. I beg. Okay, so after that, I covered it to allow it to cook for a bit. And then the whole process, I think the whole process of frying and cooking the beef took about 10 minutes. Yeah, about 10 minutes. After that, I added the carrot and cabbage, the sliced carrot and cabbage, because I couldn't dice it because I actually used the one from coleslaw prepared earlier. Okay, so after that I stirred that again, and then I added the salt, curry powder, thyme, what else is that, seasoning cubes, and then Yoruba girl where I be, not like I like pepper like that too, but I just added a little bit of ground pepper, and then I stirred that for a bit. After that I added the flour paste. So I added the flour paste to it. That's like a thickener. It makes it thick, and then that's the major thing. And the filling, it just brings all of this together and then makes it filling. Okay, yes, so that was it. I mean, I'm just following the guide. This is my first time ever making a meat pie. First time ever, guys. You're going to be the judge fair, guys, and be nice. Okay, so I kept stirring, added the milk, the flour. It looks like milk, good. Added the flour paste, added more liquid. Just keep adding until I got the consistency I feel was okay, and then allowed that to steam for a bit for about 3 minutes more for everything to come together, and then we move to the preparation of our dough. Yeah. Okay, now for the dough, I already sifted the baking flour, baking powder, nutmeg, all of those dried ingredients. If you watched my previous cake video, I've already did the same thing. I just sifted it all, and then now I added margarine. So the remaining half from the previous video that for baking the cake, I added it to this, and then just work it, incorporate the butter into the flour. I just don't know, I just like the incorporation thing. Hey, okay, so just incorporate, and then you still get like a powdered, but it's not powder. What's the word, guys? Okay, so I got something like this. So it's like butter, it's like powdered butter. And then after that I added milk. So I just diluted the milk in water. I powdered milk in water, and then I added it gradually. Guys, I was adding it bit by bit, because you don't want your dough to be too fluidy. No, you don't want that. You want it to be as thick as it can be. You work it. You need to knead and knead. Yeah, so I did this, guys. This thing really worked my hand too. Hey God, my fingers. Sorry, my dear. Anyways, and because it's my first time, I don't really know. I was just using I watched the video and I was just using that idea that, okay, this is what it looks like, and I'm just using that idea to make this. So I don't really know how it should feel texture wise, but what I made was really really stiff. In fact, it was really 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 thick. It was a thick dough, like stiff dough self. Yeah, so I just kept working it in, ensure that everything gets together, and also not too much water. Okay, so after kneading that much, I'm just going to leave it in the bowl and allow it to sit for about 30 minutes thereabouts. Okay, so now I'm back and washed my hands. So I just had to break the egg because I'm going to be using the egg to seal the pie, and then also to decorate the pie, just to make the body glossy, shiny, and kind of flaky, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you need that meat pie feeling. Yeah. So I just beat the egg. I don't have to whisk too much like that of the cake. So I just whisk it lightly, and then added dry baking flour to the tabletop. This is not a tabletop, actually, it's just a slab. Yeah, so I just added it the cabinet top, and then I had to start kneading the dough, guys. I had already started with butter, but it wasn't giving me the vibe that I wanted, so I had to change it to this rolling pin. It's not a rolling pin, it's actually the pestle of all this small mortar. I just realized that, oh, this will work, so I had to change it, and then I had to roll it out. After I added water to the previous dough that I left for about 15 minutes, because that thing was too thick. I don't know how people roll it though. So I added a little bit of water again so I can roll it. I beg. Okay, so I just spread it out. Okay, guys, sorry, I forgot to. Okay, no, 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 not really. So I just added it, and then I used this bowl to cut the shapes out, the circular shape out, but I think it was too small. I don't know, it wasn't giving me the vibe that I want, or the dough was too flat. So I had to start all over again. So I had to knead again and then roll it out before I cut. But I'm not going to be showing you that it's that process. Okay, so now after rolling it out again, I used this one, and I think the edges of this are sharper than the other one, so the cuts were smooth. See that smooth finish, and I learned how to remove it. I'm not using my hand, guys. Okay, so after that, I applied the egg, which I'm going to use to see it. I applied it all over the edges, because I like egg, I beg. And then I added is the application for me. I added the fillings in the middle. Okay, so I think I overestimated this. The fillings were just too much. Then I used the fork to, after sealing with my hand, I used the fork to decorate and then double seal it. You know what I mean? So I just press it in. It gives it's just two functions. It decorates the pie and it also seals the pie better. So you can see the fillings are already coming out. So it was really nice. And then because I'm going to be using the improvised oven, the locally made oven, so I'm going to be using this pot cover as my baking pan. So I added vegetable oil to it and then dusted again with flour, and then this is what the pie looks like. Not ready, just the prepared one. So I arranged it on the baking pan, my own baking pan. It might not look like yours. And then I just applied the egg on the surface of all the pie. This is it, and then I place in my improvised oven. As you can see, it's just the same thing as the cake, but instead of the baking pan, I'm using this pan. Oh, okay, it's the same thing, pan, but instead of that one for cake, you know what I mean, I'm using this, and then I just place it in and I covered it. This is our outcome, guys. Ha. Sure, you want a check up? Hey guys, if you are into baking, please comment how I did in the comment section below. Also guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment on my videos. Love you guys. Bye.